I called my wife immediately and said, you know, it's going to be a very long day. I will see you probably at the end of the week.
The Grand Blanc Township Police Chief sitting down for his first interviews after an attack on a Mormon church. William Reyne is about to start his third year as police chief in Grand Blanc Township, and the last 12 days have been the most challenging of his tenure. 5 people, including the gunman, were killed in the attack at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on September 28th. And Terry, the police chief actually knew people who attended services that morning.
Yes, he did, Angie. In fact, his own daughter was invited to attend a service with the family friends at the church that Sunday morning, but she did not go. 12 days later, the chief reflects on the tragedy, his department's response, and advice for churches going forward.
We were prepared. We trained for the worst day that we hoped it never comes.
It came, and William Reyne says his entire department was ready.
Brave, courageous behaviors, selfless acts. You know, all these officers who were on duty that day, they have wives and families, you know, and they put themselves in danger even afterwards in that fire, removing several members from the church, busting out windows, throwing them, taking them out of the windows.
Working with no sleep for days, he had his moments.
My wife just gave me a big old hug and I cried it out. I cried like I've never cried before, you know, because I felt for the community. I felt that this was an evil act, and how could people be so evil? I felt for the children who were affected by this and who will always live with this. And this is something that we'll never forget.
And he's making sure his department is getting the counseling they need.
They were experiencing some grief, even remorse for those officers who were not present, who felt that they could have had an impact on this situation.
Reyne has also offered help to the widow and son of the suspected shooter.
Our communication together is I check in on her to see how she's doing. I offer her counseling services, or even for her just to come in if she needs a big hug. Because she's a victim as well.
The church is now surrounded by fencing. A memorial has moved to the front of that fencing, a tribute to the people lost and the injured. Reyne has advice to other places of worship which might be wondering, are we safe?
You have to have an action plan and start thinking about this, including training and knowing each other's specific roles.
He is waiting for that day when the Grand Blanc Township Police Department returns to a sense of normalcy. He thanks everyone for the support, evidenced by a room full of cards and letters, many from children.
These little hands send love, hope, and prayers to Learning House 3-year-old preschool. Grand Blanc Strong. We're so grateful for everything you do to keep us safe, even when it means putting yourselves at risk.
12 days in a community, along with its police and fire departments, continues to recover from an event that always seems to happen somewhere else, not here.
This was a very tragic incident, but I truly believe that when we unify, we're going to be stronger and better together.
The chief says he knows the public wants to know more about the motive of the gunman, but the FBI is handling the investigation and it has not released new information lately. The Grand Blanc Township officer and the DNR conservation officer who were involved in the shooting of the suspect remain on paid leave while the state police continues its investigation.